So we're here today at Sony Canada's launch of the new 3D TVs with Carl from Sony, and thank you for having us out. And just had a few questions about, first question, obviously you have 4 different models here, and there's going to be additional models available as well in the 3D lineup.
So today we announced officially the first 3 models in the Sony 3D lineup. There's an HX800 model, which is going to come in 40 and 46-inch sizes. There's also going to be our HX model, which is branded as an XBR model. That's going to be catered towards that picture enthusiast. It has a full LED array, and it's 3D ready, so meaning that you'll have to buy the transmitter and the glasses separately. And then we'll have our top-of-the-line model, which is our LX900. And this is the model that's going to come with 2 glasses in the box. The transmitter is built into the TV. It's 3D, ready to go, beautifully thin with the edge-lit LED technology. So that's the one that it's the all-in-one, one-all, do-all, top-of-the-line set from Sony, the LX900.
Now, a lot of people have said, for people out there who purchased like a brand new XBR 6 months or a year ago, there's the concern of, well, I just bought myself a high-end LED TV. You know, why should I go out and invest in one of these TVs? What would you say to those kind of consumers?
I think the biggest thing is for those type of consumers that just bought a TV recently, once they kind of see 3D, if they've experienced it in the movie theater, or if now they come and experience it actually on a Bravia product, we're going to try to take those customers that bought those 40 or 46-inch TVs and look at a 3D TV because they're going to want to get something that's bigger, because bigger is better with 3D. Those people that have 46-inch TVs, they're going to want to look at a 52, 55, or 60-inch because 3D is so immersive that the bigger the TV you have, the better the experience is going to be for you.
It seems like the marketplace of TVs has changed a lot because, 10 years ago you would buy a TV as an investment and you'd have that TV for 5 years, 6, 7 years. Now it seems like the technology is moving at such a rapid pace, and also the pricing is being driven down so much that you can almost buy a new TV every few years. Is that sort of Sony's direction that they see TV purchases going?
I look at it this way with 3D especially, is when you look at the PlayStation, for example, that's the piece of hardware that you're going to need to be able to do 3D. There's 30 million PlayStations worldwide in consumers' homes. Those are all potential 3D customers already. When you remember when people transitioned from SD to HD, it was a whole new generation of product you had to buy. You had to buy a new TV, you had to buy the box, you had to buy the DVD player, all of those things to experience HD. With 3D, we already have 30 million people worldwide that have a 3D product in their home. And now it's just going to be a matter of being able to get that TV into their home to really experience it for 3D gaming and 3D Blu-ray playback.
Now with these TVs coming out, do you see maybe this driving down the cost of 2D LED TVs, which are still not going to go away? They're still quite expensive right now. Is that going to see a price drop maybe? Well,
one of the things that's appealing is if you look at the price of the new TV, and the XBR has always been Sony's flagship. We're first and foremost, we're promoting it as a 2D TV first. This is a fantastic 2D TV, and we made most of our lineup 3D ready because maybe there's not the right content for that customer right now, and they're going to wait till their content that they love to watch is available in 3D. So they're going to buy our XBR TV as a 2D TV first and foremost. And when they're ready and they see the content is finally available for things I like to watch, they'll be able to come back and buy the transmitter and the glasses separately. And for that gamer, that person that's going to be that early adopter, those are the customers going to be looking at the LX model because it already comes all in one. So price-wise, we've brought out these models here at a similar price point of last year's top of the line. You're not really paying a huge increase or premium to move into a 3D TV this year.
A lot of people's concerns when, let's say for example, Samsung announced their TVs was the cost of the glasses and all the other accessories ended up really driving the price to quite a high level, especially if you have a large family and every family member. I noticed that you guys are offering a bundle where you can get the glasses and transmitter, but TVs are not a 3D out of the box. Is that bundle going to be always around to offset the cost of needing to get the glasses?
Right now it's going to be for a limited time. We don't have an actual date on when the promotion is going to end, but right now anyone who buys a 3D ready TV, for $199 you'll get 2 pairs of glasses and a transmitter. When you break it down, the glasses are $150 each and the transmitter is $70. So it's great value for $200 to get all 3 components. And we'll also have another bundle for $400 that actually you put in the 3D Blu-ray player, which is a $300 standalone piece on its own. So for $400 you get a 3D Blu-ray player, 2 pairs of glasses, and a transmitter. So, and when you buy the TV, in the box we'll have that Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs disc, a coupon to be able to send in to get a copy of Deep Sea 3D from IMAX in 3D, and the voucher for 4 free PlayStation games that you'll download on the PlayStation Network. So at a $200 or $400 premium on top of the price of the TV, there's a lot of value for the customer. You're not just paying for the glasses and the transmitter, you're getting a lot of extras on top of that. So we want to make sure there's something to watch, there's something to play, and this is one of the big reasons why we've been waiting to launch our sets, because we wanted to want to launch with lots of content. We want people to come home and have hours and hours of 3D to be able to enjoy when they set it up in their home theater.
Now, speaking of content, one of the big announcements yesterday was the FIFA World Cup. There will be 2 games available in HD, the final and the runner-up game, broadcast by CBC. Now, it's my understanding that this will be available through Rogers, TELUS, Cogeco, and Shaw, but not Bell. Interesting.
Hopefully soon.
And will they also be broadcasting it over the air through their over-the-air HD signal as well?
Honestly, I can't comment. It was an announcement from them. I'd hope that they would, but as far as it sounds, you're going to have the HD piece of hardware at home, and there'll be a special channel that you'll be able to tune into and watch the CBC feed in HD 3D. So it's a huge plus for all the avid soccer fans here in Canada. They'll be able to enjoy the amazing final game and the bronze medal game in 3D in HD. But there are going to be 25 games shot in 3D. And one of the other big announcements that we had today is that we're going to take those 25 games and create a commemorative disc of the FIFA World Cup this year in Blu-ray 3D that Sony Pictures is going to release in the fall. So again, for those soccer lovers that won't be able to experience it, you'll be able to buy one of these great Blu-ray discs very soon and relive what you saw from FIFA World Cup 2010.
Now, do you have any other announcements about content available through cable or satellite in 3D? Because I guess other than Blu-ray and gaming, there's still a fairly limited amount of content available in 3D. Any news about future sort of plans?
Nothing new, but what I can comment on is what we officially announced back at CES in January, was that we partnered with ESPN to work with them to be able to distribute 3D content worldwide. They're using our equipment already. They're shooting the World Cup in 3D. They shot the Masters just recently. The MLB All-Star Game is going to be shot in 3D this year, as well as our partnership with Discovery. As we speak right now, they're probably in Africa somewhere with our cameras shooting a 3D documentary. So their plans is to have a 3D channel available to consumers in the early next year sometime. And it's again through partnerships through Sony that we announced at CES this year. They're working on the content side for broadcast. So that's one big thing we really talked about today, is that lens to the living room solution that Sony only is able to offer. That we make the cameras, we work with the broadcasters, we make the editing gear, we make the projectors that showcase 3D, and now the home product from the Blu-ray player, PlayStation, and television. So again, it's a complete end-to-end solution that no one else can really talk about.
And speaking of content again, there's the Blu-ray side. There's currently the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs will be the first 3D Blu-ray available at retail.
That's right.
I guess there'll be more content coming later on this year.
Yeah, so we also launched today that we're going to be launching Monsters House and Open Season 1 in 3D Blu-ray sometime in the near future as well. So those will be 3 consumer titles that any customer will be able to come and buy and experience in 3D in their home theater.
What about integration with Sony Move, which is the motion control? Do you think there might be a 3D motion control game coming?
I hope so, because I've played with the Move, and it's an amazing piece of technology, and I think the sky's the limit in terms of the capabilities with PlayStation in 3D. And with the games that we've been showcasing here today with MotorStorm and Super Stardust, Pain, and Wipeout HD, from what I've seen there, it's absolutely incredible and very immersive. So I can't wait to see what they're going to launch at E3 this year, because I think there's going to be some bigger announcements than what we talked about today. I think the 4 games that we launched today and talked about is the beginning of something very big for 3D gaming, and I think E3 is going to be the culmination of what everyone's been working on for quite some time for 3D gaming.
Thank you very much for talking to us. It looks like the Sony 3D TVs are going to be good sellers, and they look pretty cool, and we're looking forward to getting a chance to check them out in person. And thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.